Today we are going to continue our book, Twisters and Other Terrible Storms. We are going to be reading chapter 7 today, which is titled Blizzard. Tornadoes usually strike in spring and summer. Most hurricanes rage in the fall. Blizzards are storms that happen in the winter. Winter storms often produce snow instead of rain. That's because in winter, the air inside clouds, the air below is much colder. When water vapor condenses inside very cold clouds, most of it freezes into ice crystals. The ice crystals blow around inside the cloud and stick to each other. When they grow too big and heavy to be carried by the moving air inside the cloud, they fall as snowflakes. Snowfall can be beautiful and gentle, but when very cold temperatures, strong winds, and heavy snowfall combine, we have blizzards. In a blizzard, winds over 35 miles per hour blow the snow with great force. Sometimes there's so much blowing snow that you can't see anything at all. This is called a whiteout. The most snowfall in a single day was over 6 feet, fell in Silver Lake, Colorado in 1921. Over 6 feet of snow in one day. Here's a picture. This is Jack, our main character, giving us a fact here. And this is showing that it says 6 feet 4 inches in one day. That was in 1921 in Colorado. Blizzards claim fewer lives than hurricanes or tornadoes, but they are still very dangerous. They can knock out the electricity for a whole city. They can strand people in their homes for days or even weeks. They can cause car accidents and plane crashes. Most blizzards in the United States happen when warm, moist winds from the Gulf of Mexico bump into cold winds from Canada. And here is an illustration. You got your warm, moist air. It's coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and it hits with that cooler, drier air coming down from Canada. The blizzard of 1888. One of the worst blizzards in history happened over 100 years ago in New York City. On March 12, 1888, the people of New York were expecting spring weather to arrive soon. In the late afternoon, a gentle rain began falling. The weather forecast called for a few light snow flurries. Forecast was wrong. The temperature fell during the night. The light rain became heavy snow. The wind picked up. By the afternoon of the next day, the wind was blowing at 75 miles per hour. It ripped roofs off buildings. It tore down telephone lines. It covered whole houses with snow. Newspapers reported that people on the street were blown around like dolls. Many were stranded in their homes or offices. Hundreds of people died in New York during the blizzard. Hundreds more were killed as the blizzard raged from Maine to Maryland. People in New York did not know the blizzard was coming. They had no time to prepare. Many deaths might have been prevented if weather forecasts in those days had been more accurate. So this is a picture of the blizzard. Well, a drawing of what it will look like. Now today our weather forecasts, they're more accurate. So when they tell us a blizzard might be coming or we might be getting snow, they're pretty accurate. We don't have anything to worry about because we're always usually prepared. Here's some facts in action from Jack and Annie. Snow in a blizzard is dangerous, but snow can also be fun. All snowflakes have 6 sides, but no two snowflakes are exactly alike. Here are here's an illustration showing you what some snowflakes could possibly look like. Now, we can't see that with our eyes. This would be what they would look like under a microscope to be able to see them microscopically. Here's a way you can study snowflakes up close. Put a piece of black construction paper in the freezer overnight. Take the paper outside when it is snowing. Catch some snowflakes on the paper. Look at the snowflakes with a magnifying glass. Draw all the shapes you see. This would be a good experiment. We can't do it now. It's springtime, warm weather, but in the winter, this is something we could possibly do if it were snowing. So you put construction paper in the freezer overnight, go out the next day and collect some snowflakes, and then look at those snowflakes using a magnifying glass. So that was chapter 7 about blizzards, really short and quick. We only have one more section to read out of our book, which is chapter 8, which is called Storm Prediction. You do have a test today. It is posted in Google Classroom. You have spelling, vocabulary, and your comprehension, as well as a little bit of grammar. And the grammar is just grammar review. And continue keeping up with your lessons on a daily basis. Refer back to your calendar that we sent out for these 2 weeks. So you have a test today. We have one more section to read tomorrow with a written response. And then Friday, you're going to have one more ReadWorks assignment that will be posted to Google Classroom. So we'll be finished up with Twisters and Other Terrible Storms. Tomorrow will be our last day for this one. Hope y'all are doing great. Keep up with your schoolwork. If you have any questions, email Dojo. We do have a Google Meet at 10 this morning. So, and then again at 10 on Friday. So reach out to me if you need me. See y'all later. Bye.